I think there is a probability that there's going to be things are going to devolve into.
Well, there's a lot of evidence in the very, very current events that could show how that could play out in ways that, that we're seeing now that are not just liberal versus conservative or Dem, we got a migrant situation that is becoming more violent, and the outcome of the election could seriously affect the migrant situation. My concern is that if Trump wins, they're going to unleash the migrants in a violent way. That is my concern.
Well, they're going to have some way to try to stop it. They'll say, they'll invoke an insurrection clause. They'll refuse to certify it, that type of thing. And we wanted to see if it was illuminated, and it was. The condition was, if it's illuminated and the sun shines and the rocks, the stones light up, that means political unrest and fighting between political parties near future in the U.S.
I saw lots of shimmering on the stones.
Yeah. So there we go. I don't know. I think
either way, it's quite fascinating based on all the stuff everybody got. I mean,
well,
some of the stuff is pretty specific.
Yeah.
A person standing next to a tent. I mean,
people double blind without any coaching or any comment. I mean, I gave the target to Brian and Jamie, and they emailed it out, and people did draw exact stuff in the mask, so that worked. So
the interesting data for me was the bird stuff, because how many hundreds of thousands of sessions we all done.
You just don't draw birds that often.
Yeah, you report a bird in your RV session.
Yeah, it's very rare.
Yeah, Sita had a bird in
a little couple of curvy line bird. Fake thing off in the distance somewhere.
Yeah, to have it be like an actual thing in the session, like, I have to mention that there's a bird.
Yeah, that's pretty rare, man.
In fact, I don't think I've ever mentioned a bird in an RV session.
I'm trying to think, man. Maybe
I've drawn an owl before.
Oh, I did drew some eagles and stuff a couple times.
And I did one target that we just did. I said there was a flock of birds that got startled by the what was the target we just did?
By a shockwave or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm more impressed by you, Dick. How many years did you literally spent years constructing that? That's pretty good work.
After I did, you're not going to get another mask, so you can put that out of your mind. The last one I did was Tanner Dam in 2007. So after I presented that at the conference, I was off work for a while because of my injury, and I was just sitting home, and I wasn't going out much, so I got a big sketch pad and I started sketching this thing. And I started it in 2014, and I had the whole story. I put it away, and then I brought it out recently. So yeah, it's been sitting there for a number of years. But that's only the second one I've given. So I won't. It shouldn't be inflicted too often. But
well, given the gravity of what we're looking at, I think it was a good use of it. Very timely. And I think the timeliness of the whole freaking Stonehenge thing happening, it's just, this kind of stuff is not new to us. We'll do some kind of project that becomes a storyline, right as we're about to present it or whatever, in some way.
It would be interesting to see a separately tasked target, maybe somewhere else, that is an AR/VR or normal target, to confirm or deny your data in a different way, kind of thing.
Yeah, my work's not done because I got to watch the geopolitical events in the U.S. and then keep an eye on the mask in my mind. Like, okay, this happens. Was it two of the viewers? And how often do you see somebody draw an eclipse in a remote viewing session? I've never seen that. I can't ever remember seeing it.
More than one. I mean, just so much sun imagery.
Two people said an eclipse and drew it. Okay.
The sun doesn't usually make it into someone's session. I mean, it's like just off in the sky. It's like the fact that so many people drew the sun type imagery in general. And
I didn't tell anybody, hey, draw me the weather. I I was I had no communication about that. So, two people drew the eclipse. Does that mean there's just going to be a little bit of violence? Like just a sliver of violence? I don't know. We'll see. It's spooky stuff. We're into the realm of fringe stuff. Okay, so that's our presentation. We'll watch it happen. Thanks, guys. Good work. Everybody got good data. There's talk that the officials in New York know they're going to take Trump to Rikers Island, and they're getting the National Guard ready because the police are going to call in sick, and they'll have a big. There could be problems. So this might be timely.
Yeah,
Scary times.
very much. You know what's concerning is, speaking about what the Colorado thing and the Chicago thing, is I've been seeing some videos of some guys in Chicago, some gang. Chicago's had gangs forever. It's nothing new, but they're starting to kind of band together because of this kind of Venezuelan gang coming in. If you catch my drift, they're kind of like, yeah, we're ready to go, and we're gonna, there's gonna be a war here. If you, I'm trying not to like be so specific, but I think you get the idea there.
When people call the police, they can't do anything about it because it's they're illegal and they're sanctuary cities, so they just let them go.
I saw. Did you see that video today?
Yep.
Where there's some people in an apartment complex. They called the police. The police came over and like, this guy is like a murderer. He like murdered somebody. Like, and the cop is literally the cop is saying, we can't do anything. We can't arrest him. We can't. It doesn't matter we're a sanctuary city. We can't do anything to them. And it's like the gods of chaos have unleashed chaos.
Edward, you drew the two stone slabs with the sun direct in the middle.
That was a good sketch.
Yeah.
So you
Ominously eerie.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
but you got the target. I mean, you got a home run hit on the target, and Derek did too. I mean, all of you drew it. So.
Well, given the nature of what it could possibly mean is, that's.
Well, again, it might be that I gave more weight to that. I never drew that image, but
is the hypothesis that there will be rioting and like social unrest,
civil war?
Is it a full civil war?
Well, not full civil war. I said physical fighting between the parties, like it'll come to blows.